Okay, what has made time is 1 hour 45 minutes. For the ladies, there is no time limit. You only play till completion. For those want to finals, you play till completion. Time will your main qualifying 1 hour 45 minutes. Semi-finals for the men, singles will have the users match and team event, and the finals for the team event. After the semi-finals for the men's singles. Thank you.
I'll find him and then I'll come. I can't come for him. I hear him, but I can't. The same thing is happening to me. Francis, you have wireless or what? Wired. Can it reach this side? Then I'm giving you wireless if I have. How about now? Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, table number 9, quarterfinals. Okay, hello, Innocent Jackson and Emperor table number 9, quarterfinals. Source of point.
Oh, asante. Down. It's calling.
A very good afternoon, Africa. We now have the quarterfinals upon us as early as the afternoon of day number 4. Please give me a thumbs up just in case you can pick the audio of this video. Once again, Africa, kindly give me the thumbs up in case you can pick the audio of this video feed. Then we proceed with the quality resolution of audio and video in its current state.
You're removing money. This.
I don't see my keys. My key.
All right, Africa, welcome to one of the bigger games of the competition, when the guy that many think is the tournament favorite is taking on one of two representatives of the host nation. It doesn't get any better than that. It is the second time in a big competition in as many years that Seif Hamad, one of Tanzania's finest, and Caesar Chandiga from Uganda are facing off as early as the quarterfinals. This is the news now. The first time out that this happened was just exactly 2 years ago at Mchana Pub and Grill, the quarterfinals of the Grand Mchana Open Championship. Who did expect Seif Hamad to reach the final? Not so many people. His opponent in the quarterfinals was Caesar Chandiga. That match was a race to 9 by the elapse of the timed match. Seif was leading by 7 frames to 5. There he made it to the semi-final, which he also won, losing out in the final to Caesar's international teammate Ibrahim Sejemba. This time out, Caesar will be having chance to pay sweet revenge, but before then, Seif is having a first 1 frame lead. To present to you this audio, my name is Simon Peter Chobe on behalf of all the platforms that are streaming this match and sharing this audio. My YouTube channel, Break and Finish Live, the Key Pixels Photography YouTube channel, my Channel Pool Club YouTube channel, and Sam's Pools TZ Facebook channel, sharing the same audio of the same exact video. And yes, I am also streaming another match in a second quarter final between the Ugandan Ibrahim Sejemba and the Tanzanian Jackson Steven. In that one, no frame has been won yet. The players are still drawing 0-0. In this one, Seif Hamad is leading by 1 frame to 0 against Caesar Chandiga. Live commentary resuming shortly. The time allocated for the match is not more than 1 hour and 45 minutes, as announced by the tournament's Master of Ceremonies, Ismail Kalibala from Uganda, also working hand in hand with Kenya's tournament director, Martin Kihato, together with the organizers, Q Masters, just to ensure that the rest of the continent do have a quality event that they can enjoy right at the venue in their hundreds and right in their homes in their thousands. 1-1 between Caesar and Seif. And the Ugandan Scorpion breaking frame number 2, sinking in 2 yellow balls. And a relatively very good split of the balls, most especially the yellows. He surely will be going for the yellows because he has 1 in sight for a pot. That yellow ball at the corner pocket, the bottom right. Portable with sharp cut though. Yes, so he needs a little bit of right spin on the cue ball because he needs it to move towards the top end of the table of 1 or 2 or 3 cushions. He may not have intended the white ball to be played into the blue, but he will be okay because he still has a ball he can pot. That yellow ball at closest, the one closest to the corner pocket, top end of the table, sinks it in with the back spin, having pretty much accurate white for 2 other yellows, also portable. With his next shot, opting to play the first to the center pocket with a little bit of top spin, white following the yellow a bit. The one closest to the rail will be the one he will be playing first, simply because it gives him natural white for the second yellow, which he also wants to put to the same corner pocket top of the screen. White bouncing off the cushion, moving into perfect space. He will play top spin, white ball off the top cushion, moving back close can be to the black, as Caesar aims for the black to lead for the first time in the match and lead by break and finish. Caesar 2, Seif 1, rest to 11. And while it's Dorin Nikatusime, thank you for watching. Advising that the blue balls were better. The player who won the frame will be vindicated by the fact he won playing the yellows, and with 1 visit of the table. Frame number 4 to be broken by Seif. It is so far a very good Zambian outing in the event. They are assured, the Zambians, of at least 1 player in the semi-finals, because there is an all-Zambian quarter-final between the young boy Sangu and Kelvin Nkandu. Definitely one of them into the semi-finals, most likely Kelvin. There is also the giant player in red.
The quarterfinals for the main point table, and Kevin because he really one way.
At times, the network of the press can mean to disturb. I was actually restarting the live video of the match between Jackson State. It's again back and running. It's still frame number 1 being played in that one. Of sorry for the Tanzanian viewers, you missed the finishing touch of Seif because the network has buffered just a little. But now it looks okay, and I will say perfectly okay. At least there is a solution with the switch of network with
there's no bet, it's green.
even here green. It's okay. Sorry for those who missed Seif's finishing touch on frame number 4. He does have a relatively good history against Ugandan players. Seif Hamad, I'll shortly be advising you that at the start of last year, he was one of 3 Tanzanian players who visited Kitale in Western Kenya to participate in a competition that was organized in the area, sponsored by the Senator Alan Chesang. I do remember that in the quarterfinals of that event, there was only 1 Kenyan player and 1 Tanzanian player, Seif. Other Tanzanians like Amadeus, who were defeated in earlier rounds, both by Ugandan players. What I also remember is that being the last Tanzanian man standing, he beat all the Ugandans, including Glorious and Ian and Lawrence, in the quarters, semis and finals respectively, for him to lift that comp. That without him would otherwise have been dominated by Ugandans because they took positions number 2, 3 and 4. It was just 1 year after he had defeated this Ugandan is taking on in Kenya, the same country, this time around in the Grand Michana. And yet he has a chance to extend his dominance over Ugandan players. Not so dominant in the end of the day, because again last year he did travel to Uganda representing Tanzania in the Super 8-man Africa competition of the ATA, alongside players from Zambia, Kenya, South Africa, Seif did not play past first round. However, he did have many matches against Ugandan players, losing out to Dog City in Uganda, losing out to Ibrahim Kayanja, also losing out to non-Ugandan players in Uganda, most notably Malvan Mokonza and Jeremiah Naido. Not a very good tour of Uganda it was. It took him some time to play back to his best. Nowadays, for those that have been watching him in the recent past, we are back to seeing the best that Seif Hamad has to offer. But this time, there is an unfortunate contact between his cue ball and Caesar's yellow to the effect that Seif has scratched, granting Caesar the very much needed free shot, which will probably allow him open up his yellow frame and then probably go for it, finish the frame, regain the lead against Seif after 5 frames of play. You are witnessing African Pool Plus. The quarterfinals are upon us of the Q Masters International Pool Carnival. We are at Q Masters Pool Arena, Dar es Salaam, the capital city of the East African nation of Tanzania, right at the coast here at Port Dar es Salaam, the very last edge of Africa. From where we are, if you are strong enough, you could throw a stone into the water, and from some distance, if you are standing at an elevated angle, you can also see Zanzibar. Now Zanzibar will be the destination of one of these players that reaches the semi-finals, because the top 4 will be given a treat by the organizers and all expenses 2 days in Dar es Salaam, in Zanzibar. The scorpion pattern is guiding him to another frame being won. You would think that he will want to put yellow corner pocket left, black corner pocket right, for him to lead after an excellently executed frame pattern. Caesar 3 and Seif 2. The other one on Facebook. Let's use another one. Francis, you bring that one and use this one instead.
What kind of juice?
This juice here just mixed with water. How challenging it can be. I'm taking care of this stream, that stream, commentating on this one and that one and that one.
Also for Francis.
Francis, Samson, and Chan.
Okay. They're all comments.
That's why you see all these microphones. In the meantime, we had lost the audio feed. For those who are watching on Key Pixels Photography YouTube channel, I believe that you are now picking the audio. Give the page a thumbs up if you're watching on Key Pixels Photography, and you can now pick the audio feed of this video, as Seif is attempting to probably have a rail drive of the yellow. Seems to be on target. Not really. The difference between winning and losing for top class players sometimes can really mean to be very minimal. Had that yellow ball gone in slightly, having been moved rightwards by about half a centimeter, maybe half a millimeter, Seif would have won the frame already. Caesar's attempt to play snooker. Seif probably has chance. Very easily be gifting another frame away to the Scorpion. That was a real chance for him to take the frame down, and he has the crowd to himself. He has the benefit of it, his own home table to himself. He has the atmosphere to himself. Caesar 4, Seif 2, race to 11. Guys, sometimes those glitches in the internet, if they will happen, I have learned how to get a solution for them. It was way worse yesterday, but with the change of gadget for the YouTube stream, yes, there is a solution. The Facebook stream is also okay, not showing any signs of breaking up.
We service in the gardens, some service in the gardens, where including the city pools.
Sound check. Microphone check. Microphone check. Sound check.
It's not picking up. It's not picking up. Francis.
Omari, Latibi, Omibiki, look for Mato. Kama magari zia, Omari, please, where you are.
Your cable is long. cable. I'm going to stand there.
August, make sure one out.
It can reach you.
Sure, come on. Nice.
Again, dear viewers, we sometimes get these internet glitches which affect the output of the audio, sometimes output of the video. Those who are watching on Kipixel's photography, kindly give a thumbs up just in case the audio feed of the video is back. What is also back is Seif Hamad, because yes, he has just pulled another one back. It is always critical when you're playing against Caesar not to let him have a big lead. Sometimes the lead becomes insurmountable. He turns himself into some kind of beast when his lead grows bigger. Yes, to reach this level, Seif did beat the Ugandan Hazard, if I'm not mistaken, by 11 frames to should be 9, and then Caesar did beat his South African big rival Aiden Joseph by 11 frames to 7. The other Ugandan, Ibra Sejemba, is leading by 2 frames to 0 against another Tanzanian, Samuel Jackson, who, by the way, was also part of the Tanzanian team that did make a tour of Uganda 2 years ago. Welcome to the stream, David Mosona, Ivan Federa, supporting the Ghost Rider, which is, by the way, Seif's nickname. Dennis Shachan, you're asking how much it's the stake. Maybe Dennis, you've not been following. There's nothing like stake in the tournament. It has been a very good number of players shooting out in this competition, of the very best players on the African continent. We are on day number 4. We are shooting out in the round of last 8. The first player to 11 frames 1 will be into the semi-finals. The loser will drop out of the competition. And for the fact that both of these players have gotten their teams already eliminated from the team's event, would now mean that the loser will be out of Tanzanian competition once and for all. Seif will not want to be that person losing. At the table where we are playing is his favorite table. It is center table here at Q Masters. That's where most of the big games are played. That's where the big money matches he had with international travelers like Royd, like Kelvin. This is where all the action happened. Having good results against Kelvin, but not so good results against Royd. He will need a good result against Caesar, or else exit the competition. He will also be having his second eye on the second table, where his friend and international teammate Samuel J, that's how they call Jackson, is down by 2 frames to 0 against Sejemba Ibra, yet another Ugandan. Dean Regas is asking how many Ugandans are left in the competition in terms of ladies. It's 2. There is And yes, they are facing off in the semi-final, which I did intend to stream, but I've been failed by space. So for the ladies, I only expect to stream the final after streaming 2 matches before. The final could be most likely Lionel Kiskis, the Botswanan player, taking on either of the Ugandan ladies, Rukia or Zaimat. Balerao Aniketh, you are watching Caesarman from Japan. Okay. Ivan Federa, thank you for watching. Muhammad Manji, probably somewhere around the Sadek region. Should have been Manji. Ferik Chomba. You say that Raid is resting and waiting for a victim, yes? Okay. Kato Juma Prof, thank you for watching. Emmanuel Ngoda. Well, Agaba Rogers. That is ambidextrousness of Caesar, his ability to play good with his left hand, and yet we know him to be right-handed. The finish of frame number 8 for the Scorpion should now be a formality. Spinning the cue ball perfectly backwards for him to have straight line between cue ball, blue, and corner pocket top right, which he utilizes to pot the ball, and will be finishing the frame by sinking black, which I believe is the ball he's now on, to the corner pocket at the top end of the table. He shoots it direct into his scores on the green, which will be updated to 5 for Caesar and Uganda versus 3 for Seif and Tanzania. Race to 11. Joseph Sambo asking if Gente is out. Yes, he is. He was eliminated this morning by Kelvin by 11 frames to 7. That match was streamed on Peter Chove Live YouTube. Corner Faku, thank you for watching. Derek Dero, you say that if Caesar wins this, he will be going to the final. No, he will not. This is only a quarter final. You may need to observe the caption of the video, as Caesar breaks relatively big. Not the kind of split of the balls he would have wanted, but not so bad either way. Wanting to close the table, playing the yellows, which he does. Leaving 2 of the yellows closest to the middle of the tables relatively dead. One so close to the blue, another between black and another blue. And yet he seems to be trying to contemplate a way of finishing the frame and finishing it by break and finish. Going for 1 yellow to diagonal corner pocket top right on target. Not an easy frame whatsoever. It's just the white being made to move as though it's kind of drunk. They can now put the yellow, which is in blue and black. Probably now, better still, put the easier one and play the white ball into that dead yellow. And yellow, and is doing very nitty-gritties and producing them quite well. The intention was to have white for the yellow ball, which is portable, easier to the center to the right. It was never easy. He now has sight of the black, which he has choice to put to the center pocket on the right. And from wherever you're watching, feel free to crop frame number 9 out of the match. It has been finished off in a beast mode. Seif wanting to put big, aiming for the pyramid break, hits it big, sinks in a yellow, leaves the white ball on the bed of the table. open table, and the Tanzanian will definitely be going for the blues. Seems now to be going for the yellows instead. It looks like it was a change of mind. Wouldn't fault him so much. After all, the yellows are also finishable, especially the situation is having now. If he decides to put the yellow ball near the center pocket on the left, white ball is moved naturally leftwards. He will get natural white for another yellow portable to the corner pocket bottom of the screen. This is the shot, top spin with a little bit of left movement on it, such that it moves close into the blue. Oh no, he moved it even closer and hidden behind the blue. Signs of complacency starting to chop into Seif's mind. That is not a good thing, a good position to be in, most especially when you're playing a quarterfinal, especially again if your opponent is this guy. How long has it been since Caesar last won a major African competition? Now more than 1 year. Not more than 1 year, I'm joking. It is just more than 7 months, because it was as early ago as December last year at Mchana Pub and Grill in Nairobi when he won the Grand Mchana. He has also won 2 mini African comps, that is since then. That is 2 16-man comps organized in Kenya, in Eldoret, and right here 4 days ago respectively, winning them quite convincingly. But this is the big one he's playing, trying to win. It's also the one that brought him to Tanzania in the first place. This Scorpion putting the last blue, spinning the white ball backwards. He wants to put black to the center pocket on the right, making light work of shots that are supposed to be tricky. Going for gold, becoming a beast on the table, unleashing a beast into the home player. Rightfully so, to calm down Caesar's playing pattern. Seif gets a timeout and is permitted by the umpire. After 10 frames of play, it is Seif Hamad 3 and Caesar Chandiga 7. The stream will remain on. Live commentary will resume with the resumption of play in 3 minutes.
Don't even need to charge them. Wireless is just more modern. Your audio is okay? Very fine. You have a sophisticated microphone for so many dollars. Who runs that channel? Who runs your channel? Yeah, kind of. Yeah. I now get it. akakataa kucheza, lakini nilirudisha tu. Ulikaa kama dakika, nilipata hata watu wameondoka wote, ilikaa ikizunguka. Naiweka bado acha nikueleze, unaona ile ruta haitaki pawe na watu wengi, watu wakizunguka, lakini ukiekelea mahali kama pale juu utasumbua. Jaribu kuiekelea juu mahali aifunge, itakuwa sawa, itasumbua. Huko ni mbali, iweke tu mahali juu. Sasa hiyo kitu inaweza kuwa ndio peke yake. Unaona? Hata mimi nasumbua mimi. Network. Kitu ukiweka juu itakuwa tu sawa. Maana nimeona nani nyingi sana jamaa wamefungiwa juu. Ndio. Internet tunaweka juu.
It's not charging.
Power. I was trying to charge it.
Yeah, I understand. Wireless is like that.
Ni sawa. Sawa.
You flip.
It's magnetic.
Why you gonna microphone? You have a microphone. Seems like this guy that is about to break frame number 12 was the beneficiary from the psychological edge in terms of timeout. With the time in, he immediately won another frame. The news again is that the Ugandan Ibrahim Sejemba is leading against Tanzania's Jackson Steven by 5 frames to nil. Very likely that Ibra will be playing in the semi-finals, and his opponent, if he goes that far, if he can be able to win 6 more frames, will be of this match. It's 4 frames. It's 4 frames to 1. The other Ugandan participate of all 4. If Caesar sinks this one in, your guess is as good as mine for what should be happening next. Seif should be expecting to lose another frame and for the Scorpion to regain his 4-frame lead. Spin white ball backwards off the cushion, avoid its contact with any ball in perfect position for the last yellow. He will now want movement of the cue ball the entire length of the table towards the top end, almost at the side where the ball line is. He will avoid also movement of the white ball with any of Seif's blues. Beautiful cueing from the Ugandan Scorpion, all the way from Moyo in northwestern Uganda, to be nurtured in Gulu, further north to become resident in Kampala, the capital city, where he became a semi-professional player, nowadays tormenting pool players all over the continent and further across the world. Caesar 8 and Seif 4. Now, when you see this guy, his pattern coming through, you start looking around the balls on the table that he's playing and look out for which one could hamper his pattern. For now, the one that I can talk about is the yellow ball that is close to the blue, near that corner pocket closest to the bottom of your screen. This is the time that he has to find solution for it. Maybe the rightful skill is also not easily executed. He has to have very big spin on the cue ball. When he puts the ball, he's looking at it using the cushion to support the movement of the cue ball off the cushion at the bottom into that dead yellow. He always knew that was going to be difficult. That's why he's having a change of mind. Whatever he's trying to do will not come easy. He's contemplating even playing bank shot first. And while he moves now, he's white in a slightly different position from where it was. His aim is now to pot the dead yellow by bank off the cushion. Bank is in one moment. The Scorpion has a bad frame. In the very next moment, the frame is one shot away from being taken. You even feel for any player that is having this guy as an opponent when he's having his game on, playing as good as he is now. For once, he misses rather very unexpectedly. Of course, such stuff sometimes happens, most especially when a player is doing that power balance. Considering the position of the cue ball exactly where he needed it, it hampered his ability to pot. He also got a little bit complacent, playing the shot as though assuming it was already sunk. Seif will be attempting to play snooker, and it has been a snooker well played, getting himself a round of applause from the Tanzanian fans, knowing that once he gets the free shot, he will most likely be finishing the frame. Caesar attempting mass shot, carving bigly the cue ball around the blue to move to the corner pocket top left to find the yellow. Oh my God, Caesar the Scorpion. What a beauty of a shot. A wonder of a player. A talent of the game. A gift to the pool fraternity of the continent. Caesar Chandiga. Entertaining. Providing entertainment at its sublime best. If there was any reason to have the best shot of the competition, when it doesn't portable, that one will be the shot. Seif will not mind. And the thing that I'm liking about Seif is that he's seemingly not intimidated by Caesar's bullish play. The shot that Caesar did play when Seif snuck at him, sometimes it may play you out of confidence. When you are an opponent, you may not even be able to put the easiest balls on the table. For Seif, he's continuing to execute his game, even though the Scorpion is instilling his Scorpion venom, and you just give it to Seif. He has support with big right English on the cue ball off the cushion, moves towards the left end of the table, moves back rightwards. It was a lot of spin. It didn't move close enough to the last blue, but still can pot it by rail drive to the corner pocket at the bottom of the screen, which he will hopefully do because the black seems to be there for the taking. He, however, must be on target. On target he is. Cue ball is managed even better. Oh no. Come on, Seif. Not after playing so well. For Caesar, it will be an opportunity to win another. Spin white ball backwards in right motion, right against the rail. The cue ball lacked a little bit of direction, but it will not matter. He will still be winning the frame because the black is cuttable to the center pocket on the right for the Scorpion to extend his lead. Caesar and Uganda 9, Seif and Tanzania 4. In the meantime, in the other semi-final, which is on Break and Finish Live on Facebook, the Ugandan Ibrahim Sejemba still leads against Jackson Stephen, the Tanzanian, by 6 frames to nil. Highly likely that 2 Tanzanians are in the next 30 minutes going to be knocked out by 2 Ugandans, to the effect that we could have 2 Uganda versus Zambia semi-finals, being Caesar versus Kelvin and Royd versus Ibra. But it's still only if the Tanzanians don't stop the Uganda-Zambia party by one of them or both of them defeating against Caesar and Ibra, respectively. Seif on an open table. He's always free to play blue, to pot yellows, or play yellows and pot blues. They would have closed the table playing the color that they would have potted anyway. Shooting on target with full knowledge of the table. Also wearing a very serious face. He's always jolly, always fun, always sharing with colleagues. Loves his country so much. For whatever reason, also he loves his president. He calls him mother. Every time he wins, sometimes you talk to him a microphone, then he says, Tanzania hoye. He will always then say, Mama Samia hoye. I'm not trying to politicize anything around, just the things that are in the game, but outside the table. Seif, corner pocket, off target. It was always going to be off target the time I saw him stroke. And must be now wary that if he doesn't start winning and winning frames in succession, then he may have to wait and probably be a spectator for the rest of the tournament. Another chance has come begging for Seif, the Tanzanian ghost rider. His positional play of the cue ball for some time in the match has not been spot on, and that shot has been testament of that. He needs a very big recovery. Port the yellow ball to the top end of the table. White ball may have to bounce off 3 cushions maybe to try and move it towards the bottom end of the table where there is the last yellow. It won't come easy. It has a lot of precision, a lot of skill. On target, off 1 cushion and another and a third, and in a very good position, in my opinion, where he can play the last yellow, which now he has to roll because naturally white ball is played into the cushion, and also naturally it moves back to the top end of the table where there is the black anyway. Shot on target, white moves well. Could easily have gotten sunk with a little bit of misfortune, but that won't matter because frame number 12 is being won now by the Tanzanian Seif. Hamad 5, Caesar Chandiga 9.
Okay, after the semifinals, we already started. After the semifinals, we will have a teams event that is brothers match and finals. After teams event, brothers and final, they will have the ladies final, brothers match. Then also final for the men and brothers for the ladies. Coming shortly. Thank you. Kindly take care of the progress. All your belongings, because actually you have cameras and every sample will be like one try.
Sometimes you can see here that it's on when that side is slow.
Yes. But it was going wrong, but he touched it and it went backward.
Now, for the first time in the match, we seem to be seeing Seif winning consecutive frames. He even has got a reason to play kind of arrogantly, but very skillfully. He does provide entertainment to the Tanzanian crowd. You can see them giving him a round of applause. He has pulled another frame back. Momentarily ago, he was down by 5 frames. Now he has cut it to 3. Caesar leading now by 6 frames. Sorry, by 9 frames to 6. Still possible. Seif is down, but not yet out. Seif is starting to do it exactly the way he should. And that well one frame that he won last, achieving the 6th win of the competition for him. There's a way it's just bringing the crowd back into play. By the way, thumbs up to the Tanzanian crowd. For the first time in a long time, we have big matches in a major comp on the African continent that are being played in perfect peace with no interruption from the fans. And yet when the comp was organized in Kenya, when it was the Tanzanian Innocent Sami versus Caesar in the final, I do remember a very jubilant Tanzanian crowd, sometimes losing their difference as they supported Caesar, players, fans, and the Tanzanian community in Nairobi alike. But this time round, and many of the fans are the same people who moved to Nairobi, by the way. This time they are just choosing to watch the match, watch the action, just enjoy the talent of these players whom they most of the time see online, just to watch them doing what they normally do right in front of the crowd themselves. Caesar, while potting the blue, has just left a little bit of a cut on the last blue for him to support the movement of the cue ball off the cushion next to the blue, such that the cue ball can move towards the top end of the table where his other blues are. Doing exactly what he needed to do. He will now play the rightwards blue first. The 2 other blues he's looking at are, in my opinion, not potable. Also, having to contemplate the position of the black, wanting to be sure that it's portable to that same corner pocket. He's about to pot this blue. The blue is sunk. White ball just lost a little bit of power after bouncing off 2 cushions. He can decide to be an elaborative player. Caesar could now start playing either of the 2 blues. He wants to pot the left one first. He wants to play it a little bit rightwards, like that. The resting position of the cue ball is so close to Seif's red. It's putting Caesar at risk, first of all, of missing the pot, while still putting the cue ball to the corner pocket naturally at the top of the screen. That is the movement of the cue ball in its natural position. It is a miss. It was always very difficult to execute such a shot with the kind of bridge. And you can hear the chanting crowd all in support of Seif. They know that he's getting back into the match safe with a stroke of luck in frame number 16. He has the cue ball in hand and will be going for a clearance that will put him within 2 frames of Caesar. It does remind me of pretty much the same exact situation where we were at yesterday when Caesar played against the other Tanzanian, Salim Biano, who led for some time in the match and then led by 2 frames. And then the beast in Caesar came out, and the rest is now history. Turn for Seif to try and take down Caesar, which if he did would inspire big celebrations from the present crowd. Now on 3 yellows left on the table. He has to make sure he has very good focus and it guides his yellow ball in. He has already demonstrated that he can mean to be very good at backspins. He has to play the white ball entire length of the table backwards off the cushion. It will be okay. There's a tempting shot where he can again draw the white ball backwards, try and put both yellow and black to the same corner pocket, or play the white ball into the black to play it into space to put it to the corresponding corner pocket at the left end, which is what he has played. But the kind of resting position of the cue ball in comparison to the black will be favorable for him to put black instead to the center pocket on the left. Seif Hamad for himself, for Tanzania, for his darling President Mama Samia, wanting to put black to make Hugh Masters happy, to make Tanzania happy, to come within 1 frame of Caesar. Oh no. Yes, he doesn't put. Maybe there is that pressure mounting onto his head, which we cannot read off his face. What can Caesar do? He's not so fond with bank shots. Goes for the bank shot to the center pocket. In the end, it seems to have been a defensive safety shot, which I think Caesar has executed relatively well. However, you would still fancy Seif for maybe trying to put that black to the corner pocket, the left end of the table. But the way he's stancing, he probably wants to bank the black to the corresponding corner pocket at the bottom end of the table. If you're watching on Break and Finish, which is also bottom right, if you're watching on Q Pixels Photography, Seif. He's going for the bank, clearly for the bank, which if he misses, we'll be knowing that probably we'll be losing the frame. Not easy things, these. Under pressure off the cushion, miss. How lucky can he be? Not lucky enough. Caesar going for the last blue. Puts it white around the black. Makes stuff look so ordinary. Can you even imagine that he had to drag the white ball because it would naturally have moved a very big distance? He has the ease, according to his level, to put black to corner pocket, and he does. Just like that, the Scorpion now leads by 10 frames to 6. The task Mr. Seif Hamad will now be having is to try and win 5 for him to achieve the victory over Caesar. And then Jerry's shot is on a foul. The first shot is always leaves an open table. Seif simply used it to put 1 yellow and then close the table, playing blues. The rest is a formality. The easiest reverse dish that you will ever have in a match of this magnitude against a player of Caesar's level at a stage this big. Jackson Stephen 1, Ibrahim Sejemba 8. Also racing to 11. And the two Ugandan magicians are having a field day in Dar es Salaam. Here comes Seif. His positional play of the cue ball has always been so good, especially with his backspins. He utilizes them to his advantage because he has the strength in playing them well. This time he loses a grip of his backspin. He loses a little bit of the cue ball. I think he has the sight of the blue, but not sight enough to put it. Probably he can see it, but not in full. Tanzania is in trouble. Seif is in trouble. Fouling loses him the frame. Misses him the frame. A miss of the frame is a miss of the match. A miss of the match is exit of Tanzania entirely in the competition in the ladies, teams, and men's event. Seif wanting now to put blue to the corner pocket at the bottom of the cushion on the left to move it rightwards. If he does it, it will be something. He finds the blue but won't be potting and gives Caesar a chance to take him down once and for all. Here comes the Scorpions' final lap into the semi-finals. Drag effect on the cue ball. Caesar misses. He decided to take the shot a little bit arrogantly. He played casually. He took it for granted. He became complacent. Little does he know that Seif has the ability to cut on target, which he does. How good will Seif's white be this time around? Again, fortune evades the Tanzanian. Maybe in his mind he knows that maybe it's not his day, but has some sight of the black. By the way, don't take anything for granted. He has some sight of the black. Sam wanting to put it to the corner pocket left end of the table. White will definitely be safe. Goes for the bank, misses the bank. Another chance comes begging for the Scorpion to run into the semi-finals. It can be very predictable when Caesar is about to win. You can now count the number of balls left on the table. 4 they are. 3 yellows, 1 black. Hopefully for the Scorpion all to get sunk in his current visit of the table as he aims to make a final of a major African, a semi-final of a major African competition yet again. To add this semi-final to the Grand Mchana, to add this semi-final to Queens 2023. Now on to the penultimate shot of this quarterfinal. He will want to put to the corner pocket, spin the white ball backwards, may use the cushion a little bit just like that, and it's into space, needing to shoot. One of the easiest shots you will ever need if we are to make a semi-final of a comp like this. Seif Hamad concedes the frame. He will congratulate the Scorpion and he will accept defeat. That's yes, Caesar, you've been the better player at least on the day. The Tanzanian is out. Tanzania seems to be getting out, and in a comp they've organized, they seem not to be having any person left unless Steven Jackson surprises Ibra and wins so many frames in a row, say 9 out of the last 10. Final score: Caesar Chandiga Uganda 11, Seif Hamad Tanzania 6.